Welcome everyone. We are here for the finale of GSR Season 3, Tier 3. Welcome everyone. I am joined by GSR Axe. How are you doing?
Again, good to be here. Hello everybody watching.
Yeah, I apologize for the late start again for the second day in a row. I had to set up some stuff for the stream that was not set up. I had to set up some stuff from ARL, which was just before this, 30 minutes before. It might not seem like a lot, but it still is, considering how much you have to switch accounts and do stuff, the time gap, but it still is on time, technically. So we're all good, but I'm happy to have you, Axe, for definitely I can confirm my final play in Tier 3 race right now. So yeah.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Heading to next seasons, so hopefully we get another good race. Maybe another winner. I don't know. We'll see.
Hope so. There you go, that F1 boy at the top right now. Moving up to the top, 127.9. First guy in the 127. So let's go over some of the season facts, though. I don't want to focus too much on the
Davis
quality
finishing a lap
session
quick.
as much. Zig Starbucks goes 12th, but yeah, Davis does go 3rd. Want to mention though, some season facts, Axe, that I think we should go over. 9 different winners this season. Nosman, the first champion from season 1. First time winner in season 1. This was Mr. Ian and the Bones. 16 different podium sitters this season, and first time since season 1 we come here. First time. Crazy.
Very crazy indeed. The fact that we've had so many winners in not this tier, just all tiers in general, is crazy to think about. But this one has had the most winners, to be sure. So, do we get another one today? Do we see our second repeat winner of the season?
Do we see a guy reach 3 wins like Nosman? He could be the only one to
Yeah.
do it. That'd be interesting. It'd be interesting to see. I mean, we've not seen that yet, so could Nosman be the first guy to reach 3 wins? Lewis goes up to 2nd. Either way, I definitely think with this race, you know, a lot can go on and just a lot can change so easily. But Thrasher comes to the line in his Red Bull. Winner last week goes to 3rd. 2nd row for him. Hydro Cloud yet to finish his lap as well. M&K Boy has some damage, I think, or something go wrong. So he's not going to be able to complete the checker flag, but is Hydro going to be able to pit there? Because it's that way. So that F1 boy and Lewis, 2 guys who've yet to win a race this season. Can we see 10 different winners in 11 races? In season 1 Axe, we saw 10 different winners in 20 races. 50% rate. Tier 2 last season, we saw about 7, 8 winners in the 21 races. Last season in Tier 1, I want to say we had 6, 7, 8, I want to say. In a matter of 19
That sounds
races.
about right.
And then in Tier 2, we had a total of 7 winners in 12 races. No matter what, we've already passed the record of the winning percentage this season. You know, of the amount of races, the amount of different winners in races. We basically, if you think about it, have had every 1.1 race, we've had a different winner. That's crazy to think. In just a matter of 11 races. It's kind of like the F1 season, how everyone thought it would be. Oh, 11 races, you know, there's a shorter amount of races than usual. I mean, GSR last season had about 19, 20, 21 races. We shortened the schedule to 16 for Tier 1, 12 and 11 for Tier 3 and Tier 2. But that's the way it goes. So, pretty interesting mix of nationalities here in this, you know, race. So we have that F1 boy. I believe first Pakistan driver on pole since Vanquisher. I believe I'm correct on that. So yeah, Vanquisher may have not been on pole before, but he has been on podium. So F1 boy could be on podium again. So he could be the first Pakistan driver to do it since season 2 at Austria. Lewis, Thrasher round out the top 3. M&K, Davis, Amazog Bones or Jones. Jesus Christ, big mistake by me. But either way, to finish out the rest of the field, Matrix, Raptor, Nos. Nosman starting down in 9th. You know, he's already champion. Championship's been decided, so Nosman can just sit and chill.
Yeah, he's here to have some fun today. I wasn't sure if he was gonna make today or not, but he's here. He's ready to just have some fun tonight. And yeah, I believe that our top 5 in qualifying would all be new winners. I believe
Thrasher
that's
wouldn't.
the cutoff.
Thrasher
Okay, Thrasher would be the only one. The other 4, right? Yeah, the other 4 would be.
Yes, he would be. The other
Thrasher won, of course, last time out at Brazil.
And definitely racing with heavy hearts. I wouldn't consider, the stuff that happened, literally the day of the GSR race, technically, the stuff that happened with him. I wouldn't consider because he didn't even expect to race. That's the problem. He
No.
didn't even expect to race. That's the issue. So really, I consider that his first race back, and that's what all happened. So turn of events at that point. And I gotta tell you, Osman here sitting down at 9th. Remember where he started back in Italy? He didn't start for the He didn't start.
No.
Osman, it's not been qualifying for him this year. It's been the race pace. Mercedes in 2019 in real life, they didn't have the race, or they didn't have the quality pace. But what did they have? Race pace. It won them races in 2019 to get them the championship. Qualifying didn't really matter. And I feel like that's been the way it's been for the season in GSR. Qualifying does not mean crap at all. So that's just the way it goes.
It doesn't seem like it.
So go through your favorites, your 3 favorites, while I go grab a water.
Alright, my 3 favorites are definitely going to be the guy in 3rd place, GSR Thrasher. Obviously won out last time. And starting 3rd, obviously we just said qualifying doesn't matter too much, but you got to think he's in a good spot to win the race. Another one I'm going to have to go with is Davis. Davis has improved so much, not in GSR, in Alpha League, our partner league. He has really stepped up the game and put on a show by switching to medium traction, I believe. Starting 5th, also good starting spot for him. And my other guy is definitely going to be Nosman, starting in 9th, championship winner. Best race pace out of pretty much anybody here, usually. So, hopefully he can climb up the field and make some good overtakes today.
Who is your first pick, by the way? Just so I don't make sure I pick the same one. Thrasher, okay. I'm actually going to go with the Pakistan driver, F1 boy. You know what? Vanquisher, at this point in the season, or this point last year, actually, about July-ish, June-ish, Vanquisher was winning races. Vanquisher had already won 3 races in this league. F1 boy has failed to do so, but he had the chance to do so in Italy. He didn't do it. I believe he switched to off traction yesterday for his first league race then, so I think he might be trying that today. We'll have to find out. Lewis in the front row. Lewis in the front row. He's had decent pace this season, never able to finish it off. He almost got the win back at Austria, wasn't able to do so after not being able to pass JB Smooth. And I want to go with my final one. I think I want to go with CJ Pants. Took a podium yesterday in ARL, starting P11, so he could possibly get some good points in the final race of the season.
Quickly mention 2 people on mediums. Everyone else goes softs.
Zig and Apex. There you go.
Yep.
So if you're not following the GSR account already, make sure you are, because this is a brand new account for streaming. Anyways, 5 relays upon us here in Bahrain. The finale of Season 3 for GSR Tier 3 about to be underway. If we could just get things started. Yellow flags, though. Here we go for the start. Finale for GSR Season 3 Tier 3 at Bahrain. Here we go. Lights are out. Away we go. F1 boy, a great start by him. Look at the amazing start by him. Almost a 4/10 gap. But now, Lewis kind of closed that back while Thrasher sitting in second. It's the back of him in turn 1. And there goes.
No, baseball Jones.
Jones
His own teammate threw around.
There goes F1 boy. There's a safety car.
No,
Crossman is out. Raptor's out. M&K's
out.
around. Zig's around. CJ's at the back. Bowler spun. M&K was involved. Emma Jones as well. So now Thrasher takes the lead.
Oh no. The Merc of Amazebog Jones completely missed the braking point and ran into his own teammate who was starting on pole.
Wouldn't you say that was the same kind of start as ARL yesterday, the partner league with
almost
14 car pileup?
Kind of the same.
Kind of the same. It reminded me of that right away. I was like, oh shit, here we go. That's kind of the way I thought of it.
Yeah, that did not look good.
But somehow out of that, Davis up to 4th, Matrix up to 3rd. So keep in mind, this is something
Tommy
I think I should bring up.
to 5th. He started like what?
Yeah.
Where did he start?
17th. Yeah, no, something I want to bring up, Axe. I think you're going to like the stat. So, out of the top 13 here, the only one that's won a race, Thrasher and Matrix. And really, the top. And really, the guys left running, actually. Thrasher and Matrix are the only who've won.
Yeah, no one else has won. Macebuck Jones, maybe. No.
No.
No, he didn't win.
If he does win, he'd be the first Australian to do so, but post-race penalties can matter. Now, people are going to go to the mediums. Now, the medium runners stay out. Now, I mean, obviously, GSR, with the way Tier 3 is gone, you'd be expecting a safety car in the first lap. You'd be expecting something to happen. So I wouldn't go mediums, of course. That's the wrong strategy. That's Zig and them going.
Yeah. They're going to be at the front of the field, and I think they're going to hope that there's chaos behind for another safety car later on. But Hydro is the only other one to stay out. Everyone else did pit.
No, Hydro, out of the soft runners, yeah, but out of the medium runners, they stayed out, of course, and they need to stay out. They're not going to be softs to make it, of course.
Apex, Vitmarin, and Zig, yeah. The softs do not last that long, so they could not risk that.
Why did Lewis go hards? That's a mistake. So with Jones.
Yeah.
It's a mistake.
Rockin went softs.
And because of Lewis going hard, I think he got damaged. Well, I think...
Rockin didn't pit.
Yeah, I'm looking. Rockin, where is he? Yeah, Rockin not pit.
13th.
Yeah, there you go. Well, yeah, Nossman just said, what the bleep was that start? Yeah, I would question that himself. I myself as champion, if I were champion as well. Not good for him with the start.
Anyone who's involved in that would ask the same question, yeah. Even us looking at that, we're like, what just happened?
Do you think we should give him an interview? I mean, or at
if
least
he doesn't want to come in, yeah.
I feel like it's fair. I mean,
if he's willing to, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that's fair. Safety car should probably be coming in next time by, of course, so don't expect it to come in this time, of course. We've already hit sector 3, unless the game just pulls a little oopsie, I guess. Oops, I triggered that, but
there he is.
Yeah, Nossman has joined us, yeah. Hey, I mean, you already won the championship, Nossman. Make sure you include your audio. I mean, it's not the way you wanted to start your last race. You come to do one lap and then just, not even one lap, not even a sector, and you DNF. Tell me about it.
Well, whichever Mercedes it was that came back on in the worst possible way and pushed me into the Ferrari next to me, and I went into the wall.
Well,
that's what happened.
You basically kind of, I wouldn't say skipped work, but kind of, you know, didn't go to work today to do this race to finish it off the way you wanted to. I mean, you don't even complete a full sector. I mean, that's not the way you want to look at it. I mean, you did that for nothing because of reasons.
Yeah. It wasn't the best start. I was hoping I could at least complete the race. But, I mean, at least I got to start the last one, so it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the way you wanted to end off your probably could be fun race, who knows. Considering, I mean, you know, you could have maybe won this race in your final start. You could have, you know, been the guy to win 3 races this season who has yet to. I mean, there's been people who have yet to do that here. And Rocket has actually spun under the safety car with damage. But, yeah, I mean,
I know
you could have been the guy who wins.
Damage as well.
Alrighty. There's hitting him. But, I mean, yeah, I mean, I think, GSR Axe said it best. Nossman got killed. You know, I don't know what else. Oh, for the lead, there's a hit under the safety car. Zig's got damage, so does
Hydro Cloud's got a penalty. He's got a penalty and big wing damage for that as well.
Safety car should have this lap, but yeah, Nossman, it sucks because you could have ended off your Italy race, the last race you did, as a win. That could have been cool, you know, to end off GSR that way. It would have been nice. And, oh my god, Zig hits him again. Are you serious? And Baller
Kyogre gets a penalty.
Yeah. I don't even know if Thrasher has damage. He doesn't, but Thrasher is really the net P1 guy right now, so he's better hoping to pull away from Matrix. Yeah, so McLaren are already Constructors Champions now, man, so I bet you're happy about that one, of course. So let's come to the restart now. Anyways, coming to the restart. I think Apex is pulling away now. Coming to the line. The game makes him let off, though. Coming to the start-finish line. The cars are gaining on him. Not enough. Here comes Thrasher. Or P2.
To the inside he goes.
Making it work. Matrix there as well. He hits Thrasher.
Matrix is through. Hydro losing a lot of positions here.
Side by side between Tommy and Hydro into turn 4. Cars
Oh, there
kind of
comes the
weaving and
Alpha.
coming to each other.
Squeezed. Oh, chaos here into 3.
I'll let you stay, Nos, man, if you want to kind of comment on anything here. But F1 boy, who was involved in that first lap collision, back to 9th, back to 8th now, down the inside.
Got squeezed by Hydra there a little bit. Now the Ferrari taking advantage of that.
Into turn 10, late braking by a lot of these guys. The Renault has to be careful and not run into anyone right there because he was close to hitting the Torosso as well. Behind that, CJ Pants, who pitted already. Rockin is one of the only drivers yet to pit, along with Hydro. Those two on the softs. So really a net P1 right now is Thrasher, Matrix, and Davis on the podium. That's the net podium. And if Davis gets on the podium, that'd be the 17th or 18th different podium consider the season in the 11 races. Meaning we'd have at least a different guy podium every race at this point. And I'm sure
We're just missing CJ Pants up there, right? From last race in Brazil, it was Thrasher, Matrix, Davis. Oh, a spinner, that's Baller, I believe.
Out of the final corner.
I don't know if you got that helped with that. Hydro picks up a 5-second in the pit lane as well. Here comes Davis on Matrix, not enough into turn 3.
Yeah, so
Or is that turn 4?
Yeah, that is turn 4.
Okay.
Nosman, though, I gotta ask, your teammate Evil Matrix sitting P3. You know, you guys already have the Constructors Championship. Matrix is probably challenging to try to get tied with you in points and stay ahead of the other drivers. What do you think he has to do that?
He has to win. That's.
Yeah.
He has to pull a good strategy. He's looking good right now, but you know that can change. But I'm hoping he can come out on top in the end. So.
Yeah, I mean, he can tie you in points. That's the most he can do with fastest lap. But now side by side for the race lead. Here comes Thrasher to the inside at sector 3. And around he goes.
Pinched. He's lost the front
into the
wing
wall.
as well.
Pinched by the race leader. And he still can't get off the wall.
That's not exactly an overtaking his own. And Kyogre went off behind him as well.
It's not an overtaking zone, but as well as it's not a place you want to pinch people as well, because if that was in front of the whole field with Matrix and Davis, that could have been big.
Yeah,
really
if they were any
podium
closer.
Thrasher, yep, and pitting this time, yeah. If they were any closer, yeah, stuff could change. So, really the net P1, P2, P3 is the Matrix, Davis, Tommy Karate. And Thrasher was looking to take second in points. I'm sure he's not too happy about what happened there, of course. I don't think anyone would be.
No one would be. No one would be.
No. I mean, even if you're tier 3, tier 1, tier 4, whatever tier driver, it don't matter. You know, you make a move in a place where you think you can get it done, you just want to get by him because, you know, Matrix can easily catch you. You don't know that. So, I mean, that's kind of why you want to pull away right there. Try to make a move right there. You want to get it done now. Because if you don't get it done later, I mean, Matrix could already be caught up to you. You don't know. I think Matrix has DRS stuck close. Doesn't have DRS enabled.
Stuck
At least that time
close.
it looked like.
I think he would have had
I'm not
DRS.
sure.
We'll see if he has it on the front.
Unless it was just a braking
Here.
I don't know.
On the front straight here, if he has it.
That could have easily been just him braking there. We just didn't know. I mean, I don't know myself. I don't know. I mean, we don't. I'm not sure. Down to the final corner. Davis skated him as well. Oh, he does? Yeah. But it does it enable? Oh, okay,
yes.
It does. Alright, it was just him braking. Alright, that's what it was. But now
so
in turn
1.
Go ahead.
Matrix to the inside of Apex. Weight braking.
F1 boy.
Matrix a little closer. He's gonna just get P1 off of him. And now Davis looks to attack Apex a bit more in here. Davis to the outside of his teammate. No, he backs off of the move.
So Matrix in a P1 right now. If things stand the way it does, Matrix is 1 point behind the championship. That's pretty interesting.
Matrix has lost the championship. Apex got really sideways off the S section there. Will Davis have a chance?
point standings in Matrix, 26 points behind. And there goes
Apex.
Apex off.
Oh, just missed the braking. Davis will get through. Tommy is too far back to capitalize on that for now. But Apex still has to pit now, so we'll see when he does decide to do that.
Either way, what I find interesting is that Davis gets to have a podium. He was denied last week. He probably should have had a podium. He was wrecked twice, came back to come to P4, and so impressive by Davis. But right now, he can take his first win. He's now in clean air, so that's what matters. So if the running order stays the way it is, it's 1 point between Mossman and Matrix in the championship.
And
Davis is
Apex
gaining into turn
pits,
1. Into turn 1, Davis tries to go down the inside, not enough.
Thinks better of it. Was a little too far back, I think. She is to pull that off. But
spot, just like he was back at Italy. So we can see the new podium driver today with Davis. I do want to talk to people about their seasons though, about what they think, you know, about you know, their season, especially like I did yesterday. Raptor, probably one of the drivers. I might want to talk to Zig. I don't know. We'll have to find out because there's drivers who were really underdogs in these races. And Thrasher takes the fastest lap over.
Davis just sticking right behind Matrix here. Will he have to move into his left-hander here? No, doesn't want to go for it.
Now I've got to ask Nossman, if you're Matrix right now, do you want to be the car behind attacking with the DRC?
Oh,
there he goes!
No, or yep, I would want to be Davis at that very moment.
Oh my
Matrix
god.
hits the half spin. He'll get back going, back in 4th place. That promotes M&K Boy up to a podium position.
Oh, that is heartbreak, I gotta say. That...
Yeah, I agree with Nossman. I want to be the car behind right there. Oh, and Ziggy's out.
Might bring out his VSC or safety car. VSC.
VSC, yes.
I've learned from that corner and taking that way too many times that you want to stay as far away as close as possible to that curb, because if you get on
you
that,
want to stay like middle of the
that's what
track
happens.
usually.
Yep.
Yeah, he just caught it.
That sucks. That really does. But hey, still, McLaren are champions no matter what, so they can sit back, you know, don't matter. But I think Matrix, you know, he still wants to go for a race win here. He wants to prove, hey, you know, if this next season it stays the way it is with the tiers, you know, I'm a tier 3 front runner. That's the way it is.
Yeah.
He's been on and off. He's not been as consistent, but he's just been on and off. Like some races he's been 9th, some races he's been 2nd, you know, something like that. He's only had 2-3 podiums, so it's if you're him. I want to have the confidence in the next season.
I mean,
F1 boy on Dizzle as well.
From what I've seen from him, he's exceeded all expectations from what I expected coming into this.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you know, they got to be careful because, you know, now CJ Pants is attacking him as well. His tires, you know, what does his tires look like? I mean, that's what I'm curious about.
Yeah. This thing's got to be overheating a tiny bit. Probably getting a little bit better now, but once you overheat them, they do not feel the same.
No, that's right.
So
lap 10
here
under 14,
comes
Davis has the
CJ.
race lead.
CJ on Matrix.
Into turn 1, very low ERS. Davis, or not say Davis, CJ gaining, but Matrix, a little bit of a block there, but it was, I guess, fine, I guess. It's just a little, it's fair. Oh, that's happening. Dizzle is catching up to F1 Boy as well. So right now, I think with the way it stands, I think we have 2 podium guys. I don't know if MK is a new podium driver. I'm gonna look right now, but if he is, that's really cool. So,
He's been catching Tommy. See if he takes 2nd away.
Yeah, I think this would And Matrix goes off the track, but this would be MNK's first podium. This would also be Davis's first podium. So 2 new guys in the podium this race it could be. Now CJ to the outside of Matrix, trying to make it work. Switches back.
Not enough.
Up the hill now.
Oh no, not too wide in this corner, please. We already saw one spin. CJ backs out of it. He'll get the run on this straight though. Will he go to the inside? Yes, he does. I don't think he has enough ERS. Yeah. CJ is really low on ERS compared to Metrics in front of him. Tommy runs a little wide.
The Ferrari rocket. Spun it off the curb right there. Off the S's. Apex taking the fastest lap. So, will he end off the season with the fastest lap? CJ Pants also looked like he was gonna. CJ Pants also looked like he was gonna get a podium last race as well, and he's sitting in a good position, top 5. So I said he was one of my favorites. Honestly, he looks like he is.
Little battle for 12th forming. Here comes Baller down the inside of Hydro. He's got Cool Kyogre right in the watching brief. Here he comes to the inside of Hydro. He'll have DRS on Baller, but I believe not enough ERS to make that work.
No.
For...
Not using it. Oh my god, he just
missed
sent
his
it.
breaking point. Oh man. And he's gonna spin out as well. Little reset to track, no one around him.
So safe by him. Dizzle gets passed by Jones for P7. But yeah, I want to talk about Baller's season. Baller had a chance to win in Austria. Kind of, you know, spun with JB Smoove there. You know, if there was a race he can look back at, the Austria would be the one. He had a chance there. CJ and Matrix going side by side as well into the final turns. And here comes CJ back at it. Not enough ERS though. He's wasting so much of it. Yellow flags. That's Apex around.
Oh, that would promote direction to the points if you can get there in time. We'll see.
Side by side between CJ and Matrix again into turn 1. Matrix pinched him and it was close enough for a little bit of contact, but not any contact made. Now DRS again into turn 4. CJ gaining to the outside he goes.
Not late enough on the brakes. Will he try and switch back here? Not enough traction. Ooh, Apex speeds in the pit lane. That's gonna give Thrasher P10.
Mentioned by Quinn. Baller also had a good run at Monza with P5.
That's right.
You know, that just keep that in mind. You know, Baller, not just Austria. I mean, there's been some races where Baller's been able to show it. I mean, if the fact he can stay consistent over the season, next season, it could really change things as Matrix goes wide. Yeah, that's the thing. If you can stay consistent like that during the whole season, have those P2s, P5s, or good finishes like that, maybe you could be up there. Maybe you could be on the podium. Maybe you could have the chance to run up front. And contact with CJ and Matrix, and they go in the gravel. CJ goes
CJ's out. Oof. That'll put Baller into the points now with 10th place. No safety car. It's a little too late, I think. But MNK on Tommy could happen for 2nd place here. Will it happen to the outside?
I gotta mention a cool fact. If we get a different winner today, which looks very likely with the top 3, contact around they go!
Contact. Resets back, no one's close. But does Matrix have enough for a podium? I didn't think I'd say that.
Exactly, I know. But he knows the reset to check button really well, though, if he does it that quick. So, yeah, I mean,
that was
it's
really
very impressive.
fast.
That's very impressive, yeah. Yellow flag again. That is Hydro up the hill. So, Davis entering into turn 10. But I gotta mention, if we get a first-time winner today, 90% of the races we've had, different winners. 91% it would be rounded up to. So, I gotta say, that'd be pretty cool.
That's crazy. That the only one who would have had a 2nd win is Nosman.
Yeah.
That's a crazy stat.
Yeah, what do you think about that, Nosman? The only repeat winner
the only
season.
one.
Yeah.
I'm the best of the best of the best.
Yeah. I agree. I'm watching Matrix now. He's staying really far away from that curve.
Yeah. Davis is going to reach the final lap now this time. Let me tell you about last week, though, because last week Davis came back. He was wrecked once, came back to up to P4, around that, for a podium. Wrecked twice, came back to finish P4, P5. Talk about a drive last week. Talk about redemption this week if he could just finish it off. Remember beating Nick yesterday when he...
more lap.
Yeah, remember beating Nick yesterday when he clipped that inside curve?
Almost spun it.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. And you know, 12 lap leaders, they're pretty old. You know, I'm sure at this point, Atlantis or someone is race engineering him. I know Davis always gets the race engineering from Atlantis a lot, or even Thrasher, so I wouldn't be surprised if Atlantis is there telling him what to do, or watching the stream, or saying something, and Kygro goes around.
We might get one more pass between the two Mercs here for 5th. See if Emily's bogged to the outside, not enough.
F1 Boy in Tier 2 didn't have the best season, so at least finishing in the top 5 of this race for a Pakistan driver, and you know, just the facts about Pakistan drivers in this league, you know, pretty cool for him, at least to be this way. Yeah, he's letting off up there. He knows if he spins it, he's going to be done, and he keeps it going.
Yeah.
But
he is running no traction, I was looking. So, just gotta be careful here.
Last week, he was denied, crashed 2 times to finish up the P4. The drive through the field was amazing. But talking about 10 different winners in 11 races, 91% of the winners were different winners. Nossman, only the repeat winner, but Davis, a different winner, 10 of the 11 races. But Tommy, what?
That's a time glitch.
That's a time glitch. Yeah, but Davis wins the race. That's a time glitch. Yeah.
Davis has a time glitch.
That happens. That's a time glitch. we know Davis is getting the win. We don't need to repeat that or anything. That's a time glitch. That's dumb. But
this is a lap then.
Yeah. So Davis winner with Tommy and MNK on the podium. How about that, Davis?
Tommy almost won, almost spun it with like 5 to go.
Oh wow. Tell me about it.
Well,
wow.
Evil, I was gonna ride behind him as with Thrasher. He was going for the lead. Thrasher had a good spin. If I buy Evil, I knew I could probably try to challenge for the win. And after I saw Thrasher spin, I was in his party and like, oh, I won't like that. And then Evil, I had a chance. I had a run on the straightaway, but I remember what happened in ARL yesterday with me and Raptor, and he tried blocking me, so I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna back out. I don't want what happened yesterday to happen again. And I was just being cautious, and I was riding behind him until he would like make a mistake, and he made that mistake in the carousel. I was waiting for it because these mediums, they were really slick in the carousel. That's why I kept letting off in the carousel, going super slow.
Okay, so talk to me about it. 10 different winners in 11 races this season. A GSR record we'll probably have to remember had 10 different winners. So the fact is, Davis, 91% of the, 91%, of the time there was a different winner. Nossman was the only repeat winner. You get your first. I mean, there's a timing glitch, so keep in mind if you see Tommy Karadian first, that's just the timing glitch.
14th
we know.
Would have finished.
But yeah, either way, the drive through the field last week and being the another first-time winner, and as well another new winner. How do you feel about that?
It was a win. I could have had a battle for it at least, and not people spin. But it would have been a good battle. We maybe could have caught Thrasher. I don't know how fast he was because we had to wait till he actually had like the clean air and nobody in front of him. But I feel like all three of us could have battled. But I mean, Thrasher, I don't know what happened. I think he got like pinched and he spun on the curb, and then Evil, he just lost control in the carousel. So after that, I just let off, and I knew that all I had to do was maintain the gap, and I had it. I didn't want to win off of that, but I mean, I guess a win's a win.
Yeah, that's the way it goes. Now, when Matrix spun, when Thrasher spun, What'd you all think? Or at least what'd you think, I guess? Yeah, scoring glitch it was. Yep,
Well,
it was a scoring glitch. The time
I
glitch.
was surprised. What happened with Thrasher? I thought he had a really good chance of winning that. I don't know if we could have caught him, but after both of those spun, I was like, okay, all I have to do is just maintain the gap on the straightaways. I would push, and like sector 1, I would also push, and then sector 3 and 2 would come, and I'll just take it easy. And I saw the gap just kept rising from like I think it was like a 2 second to a 4 second. So after that, I was just letting off a lot in the carousel because of how old my mediums were and how slick they were.
Yeah. Now tell me about last week for the recovery drive you did. You came back from being spun 2 times and coming back to almost a podium. Tell me about that. The recovery drive last week to your first win this week in GSR.
I wish I could have got my first podium last week. I had a really good chance at it. I braked early on like lap 5 or something, and Tommy just hit the back of me, and I spun it. And I spun all the way to 13th, made my way back up to 4th, and like 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and maybe 6th. I don't know. We're all single file coming to 1 to go. And I think it was Jones. He also hits the back of me because I had to brake early for the car in front, and I wrecked. But it feels good getting redemption and getting my first win and my first podium. As my first podiums as a win, so that feels good.
All the guys who are up here have been in contention, so that's pretty cool for the race wins. But the start, I gotta talk to you about that. Similar to ARL yesterday, Davis, we could say that. Tell me about it. What were you thinking about that when that happened?
Well, I got kind of a bad start, and Evil made it 3 wide, and I was just not gonna let out. I almost clipped the back of Thrasher, I think it was, but I just went wide. And all I saw in front of me, I know it was Jones and F1 boy. I forgot who took who out, but I just saw 2 of them just go head on into each other off the track, and I was just trying to get out of the way and not get involved because of yesterday. I don't want to get spun out on lap 1 and turn 1 once again when I get a position.
Yeah, congratulations on the win, Axe. Do you have any questions for
Thank you.
Davis?
Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah, congratulations. I want to talk to one of the guys who was in contention to win. If he's there, Thrasher, you there? Include your audio.
Don't
Yes.
think. Yes, he is. Okay. Oh, no.
Thrasher, you were in contention to win. You didn't. You made a move, second to last corner, really. Kind of technically third, but still. Regardless of that, you made a move down the inside of Apex, and it didn't work out. Too ambitious by you, or was it just his fault? What do you think of it? Make sure
Well,
he was included.
I had to go because I saw I knew Matrix and Davis was coming. I had to go. He was holding me up. He still hadn't pitted yet. I went to he ran wide, a little bit, and I went to the inside, and then next thing I know, he just comes straight down, and gets me on the curb and spins me. Um, so it sucks. It does. I think I definitely had a winning car. Um, I want to know I could have had a battle with Davis and Matrix. I wanted to
Yeah.
get second in points. That was my main goal coming into today was to get second in points. But I'm gonna drop now. But you win some, you lose some. Um, we'll just hope for what happens next season. If I stay in tier 3, then I know what I can do. If I move up or drop, whatever, then I'll set new goals. But it just a hard way to lose. Go out.
Would like to mention you and Davis look to be tier 2 on the time trials. Just a little.
For the mini season, right?
Yes. Obviously, F1 2020 is going to be a different game, but we'll see how different it is with tiers.
Yeah. I do want to talk about next season, though, Thrasher. Yeah, where do you see yourself in GSR next season? Because, in obviously the first season you were tier 1, and the second season you were tier 1, ran some tier 2 races, and you're tier 3 now. Where do you see yourself in GSR in the next season, on F1 2020?
Um, I don't know. Um, I used to, back when back when 2019 came out, I used to go in time trial, run every track, do what I can, try and get decent, good laps in. Um, and just lately I've been falling off,
Same, same.
my time trials. So, um, I think personally there's a chance I could go up to tier two, but in my eyes, I think I'm just staying in tier three. Um, I know some of the guys in tier two I raced with in ARL tier two, with Pluto and Beatnik, Harrison, um, guys like that race in tier two for ARL. But in my eyes, I say I'm gonna stay tier three.
Yeah. So if there's one word to describe your season, what would it be?
Um, well, to be honest, crazy to be honest. You know, started out, I that Russia choked the win at Russia. Um, and then Canada came around that time. Was battling with Nossman, and then tires came into it. Um, and then fast forward, a couple weeks later, obviously I had the news with my dad passing away. Um, right before the Italy race, or the night before the Italy race. So tried to do what I could there. Sadly, got wrecked out. Went to Brazil, won, and then came here and got taken out. So I'd say it was definitely a crazy season for me.
What would you say your best battle this season was?
Mm, definitely Nossman at Canada. Um, I know me and him, with our tires. Um, oh, he left. I just bet you to come on now, but no, but yeah, definitely Nossman. When it was heavy rain coming down at Canada, we had to pick and choose what tires we wanted to go on. He won it. But I definitely say battling. I mean, battling with all these guys was fun. Um, Matrix. Raptor, Davis. Um, you know, Giolis also. Guys like them. Um, yeah, who I battled a lot. It was really really fun.
So if there was any driver in GSR Tier 3 that you don't have as a teammate right now, who would you want to have as a teammate? I know besides Davis, I know you're gonna say Davis, but besides Davis,
Dang it.
who
Come
would you?
on
And
now.
Dang
Davis and
it.
CJ. Besides
Dang
Davis
it.
and CJ, who would you want in your
Ugh.
want as your teammate in the future of GSR? Who would you think would be perfect with you?
I mean, constructor championship wise, I'd say Nossman. I know, with him and work, I know some of the time, some of the races he can't really make. Um, but I felt like if me and Nossman could race and we could not get unlucky, I feel like we could be up there battling for the win every race, depending on the track, of course. But I'd
Yeah.
say either Nossman or maybe um Raptor, and here's why. Um, you know, me and Raptor, we were talking about this when we played Rocket League, when we did our Rocket League for ARL. Um, I know I don't think he was talking a lot, but I told him, I said tier three for ARL is joyful, tier two is going to be fun, and then GSR, we just say, oh, let's go have fun. So I think Raptor will be fun. I also think Nossman will be a pretty good teammate.
I was waiting for Raptor to leave the party.
I was too.
If there is one race you want to go back and change this season with the way you drove, This is my last question for you, but what is it?
I think I already know. Yeah.
Yeah, I already knew, but still.
I can't stand with the fact that I choked that race hard. But yeah, definitely Russia.
Axe, do you have any questions for Thrasher?
No. You steal all
I wanna-
questions.
I do, you're right. I want to go to Matrix. It's here. Denied, I think? Perfect word? Is that the perfect word, I guess? I don't know. I mean, denied. Tell me about your season, though. Really, and this race in general. You had a chance to win. You had the chance at finishing 1 or 2 points, maybe even 0 points behind the championship, tying it, but wasn't going to win it anyway. But tell me about it. How did you think about your season? And McLaren are Constructors champions with you. So.
Well, yeah, I reckon the season on a whole has went well. I haven't been the most consistent, but you know, I have performed. Although I'm definitely annoyed at this race because of that goddamn curb. The amount of times I've went over it in practice, and to do it in a race where it actually mattered. Oh, it's hot. It's destroying.
So Nosman was your teammate this season. He gone on to win the championship. I believe you'll finish second in the standings. But tell me about the McLaren team. You guys won 3 races this season. Tell me about what you think about being one of the new winners this season, one of the first-time winners, and one of the guys who was a part of that 10 different winners this season out of the 11 races.
Yeah, it's good to know that in my first season, I can contend for the top, and I hope that in the future seasons I can continue to contest for titles. But you know, it's been fun being part of McLaren, to have such a good teammate. And it feels good to get the constructors.
I already know your answer to the race you want to change. I know it's going to be today for sure. I don't need to ask that. But regardless, best battle you've had this season?
I'd say the best battle I've had this season would probably be against Raptor in Britain.
Yeah.
That was definitely one of the most fun I had. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. But either way, if there was one teammate you want in the future of GSR, since Nosman's probably not going to be here anymore, but you know, the times or whatever, you know, he's probably not going to be able to race anymore. But if there was one teammate you want from this grid this season, who would it be?
You know, I'd say Lewis, because we got good chemistry. Like, we know each other off the track. So, you know, we'll get along with each other, and you know, he's a quick driver when he's not getting shafted. And so I think it'd be interesting to have him as a teammate in future seasons.
Yeah. Axe, do you have any questions for P4 finisher today? Congrats, by the way, on that, Matrix.
No. Congrats on the the recovery, to be honest. You get and championship overall, just shy of Nosman, but he was hard to beat anyway. So
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I'm gonna go to the podium finishers now. Tommy Karate, you there? Hello? Radio?
Yep, I'm here.
Hey, I gotta talk to you about the race today. You know, you battled Davis a little bit. You were close there. You were kind of charging through that field. What'd you think of the start? What happened?
Oh, on that start, I just kind of tried to keep it back and just kind of let everybody let the field set. And I somehow got into 5th off the start, which just was a total surprise.
Yeah.
And then when that safety car came out, so I just kind of held my position and then boxed for the mediums, which kind of kept me to the end all good.
Your battle with Nosman earlier this season, you came up short to that one. You came up short to Davis today. So I know the timing glitch happened, so yeah, you're P2 though, but still. Either way, P2 in the GSR races for you, the last 2 races the last 3 races. How do you look into next season?
Next season, I think I'm going to improve a lot. You know, definitely coming into the new game, I think I'm going to have a lot more pace and just kind of see where I fall.
Where do you think you'll fall in the tiers in the GSR? Tier 3, Tier 2, Tier 4? Where do you see yourself?
You know, I'm hoping to get to a T2, but I mean, I'm fine sitting in T3 for now. You know, I just joined 3 races ago, so I'm not really expecting a huge jump off the start, but I definitely think it could happen.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll have to see for sure. What would you say your best battle is this season?
Um, you know, that's a hard one. I think definitely Italy with that 1-2 going back and forth was definitely for like 3 laps.
Yeah.
It was kind of very exciting. Kept it good, but Nosmanage came out on top on that one.
Now, if there was one race you could change, Italy, Brazil, or today, which one would it be?
Definitely Brazil. I don't know what happened that race. I finished outside the points. It was just kind of a rough day. Got a few penalties.
Heading into F1 2020, what's going to be the key factor for you to be faster than what you are now?
I think definitely just getting my braking zones kind of set. I feel like I brake a little too early into turns, but that should definitely just change with just more time trials, just lap after lap. A little more, probably putting a little more practice in before each week would probably definitely get me to where I want to be.
Now, out of the 3 races, what one word do you describe your 3 races that you've done? If you describe those 3 races.
They're very exciting. I feel like they're all very action-packed, lots of battles.
Yeah. Axe, do you have any questions for today's second place finisher? By the way, congrats on that.
No, congratulations on the second place. Thanks for joining. It's super late.
Thank you.
Didn't exactly have a chance in the championship at that point, but yeah, thanks for coming along. Hope to see you seasons to come.
Yep, thank you, boys.
Thank you.
Boy, if you're there, I'd like to have an interview from you. Axe, you can talk to MNK Boy if you want. Make sure you include your audio, MNK Boy, if you're there. Yes, yep.
All right.
Axe, you go.
How do you think your race went today? You were one of the ones that pit on your safety car. And how'd you view turn 1, to be honest?
Make sure you include your audio. I don't think your audio's included. Yeah, no problem.
Oh fuck, sorry. So I just fucked up my strategy before the qualifying, so I had only 2 chances instead of 3, and yeah. And I don't know what did you see on the stream, but when I was battling with Tommy, with
Yeah, I
the
did see
actual
that.
P2, did I hit him, or because he was lagging a bit on my screen, or I don't know, I was lagging, and he spun me a bit, but I think it was a race incident. So yeah.
Yeah, I did catch a lot of your Tommy. You were just in DRS zone, but just couldn't get close enough to make the overtake happen.
I know, because I think he had a little bit of wing damage, front wing damage, and I was faster than him in the corners, but of course you can't overtake in these corners, and in the straights he had a bigger straight line speed, so yeah, that's fucked.
Yeah. You did. I saw one thing that you did right. PMB caught it as well, right? The really quick reset to track. That was
Yes.
that was one
was
of the
good.
fastest I've ever seen.
Talk about
so
reaction time, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks. And I don't know about it. The last race I had another teammate, GNB Move. I don't know. Sorry, I don't know his name. It could be. Sorry. And how much time do I have to submit a clip?
Just probably till tomorrow. Sometime later tonight would be nice if you could do that.
Okay, just
If you need
because
help,
first.
let me know.
No, I'm okay. I just had to upload it to OneDrive.
Okay, That's good then.
Yeah, and
Now, I gotta ask.
sorry.
Oh, sorry to cut in. Oh, go ahead. Go. You could go ahead. Sorry,
Sorry.
that was my fault.
After the first corner in the first lap, I got hit by Williams, not Davis, but the other one. I don't know who was it. And I got a 5-second time penalty because for nothing. I was rejoined from the back.
Yeah. I feel like
So
I
I
remember
got a
seeing
clip about that. So, and I think I was 3.7 seconds away from Tommy at the end. So maybe I will be able to get P2. I don't know. I hope. So it should be interesting.
Yeah, sorry, cut in there. I was just gonna ask, where do you see yourself in GSR next season? As we head to F1 2020 pretty soon.
Sorry, can you repeat the first part of the sentence? I couldn't hear.
As we go to F1 2020, where do you see yourself in the tiers? Like, where do you see yourself in GSR in general?
I don't know. I think I will be in tier 3, but I wanted to be in tier 1 because when GSR Bianchi told me to do the time trials, I had only 1 day to do that, and they were a big piece of shit. Yeah, and now
Yeah.
I've improved, and now I have improved 1.5 seconds on each track. So
Okay.
now I should be on 22nd or 21st on the time trial leaderboard, but he said I mustn't resub my time trial times,
Resubmit,
so
yeah.
it's fun because now I'll be in tier 3.
Alrighty, congrats on your podium today.
Thank you very much.
One.
Thank you.
Now, Raptor opponent last night. See, Raptor, you there?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been waiting this whole time. I know, right? It's been a long time. You must be patient at this point. I'm surprised you aren't. But, hey, not the best of races today. You didn't even get to complete the first sector, but
Yeah.
tell me about the start. What'll happen?
Well, I don't know
Make sure
what
audio's
the
included.
Mercedes. Yeah, it is. I don't know what the Mercedes was thinking, but then I saw in the ticket, pressed his clutch and said it was brake that he caused an accident, and I think, and then Nussman was around. I didn't see him, and I turned in and I hit him. I hit his rear. Boat went into the barriers.
Oof.
So, decent season in GSR. You took a win at Belgium, which was very, very surprising, from what I know. I didn't expect that at all. So tell me about it. Your season in GSR, how do you feel to be one of those 10 different winners in those 11 races?
It feels great saying it's my first like actual season, like actual league tier I've been competitive in. Because like not much leagues I've been actually able to compete because everybody's just been too fast for me, and they haven't had second tiers, so you know.
Yeah. Now, I gotta ask about URA, back from then. I remember you from URA a while ago. So, tell me about it. From your pace there, did you think it was gonna improve at all to now? Or did you just think, we'll see how it goes?
Well, I kind of guessed it was gonna improve. Like, you can't really not improve, because you're just gonna improve over time if you keep playing the game. So yeah, I just kept improving and got to a stage where I could beat some people, and yeah.
So, best battle this season you've had?
Been a good few, but with Matrix in Britain, it was tough to. I didn't actually have a big proper battle like overtaken, but I did in the earlier in the race, and we had a good battle, and then to be chasing him down for the final few laps, it was fun. So yeah.
If there's one thing you want to change in this GSR season, or any race you want to change, what would it be?
That's a good question. Probably the like getting my moves done on people, like getting them done quicker than staying behind for a few laps losing time. Yeah.
if there's one thing you can improve on in GSR and the to F1 2020, what would it be? And where do you see yourself in GSR in general, in F1 2020?
Well, for F1 2020, I have a wheel and I want to change to wheel for 2020, so I'm gonna like start 2020 with a wheel, see how my pace is maybe in a higher tier. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd have to find out there. One word to describe your season, though.
I like a roller coaster.
Yeah. So, Belgium was your only win. Your other podiums were Britain and Brazil. Those
Canada.
races. Oh, Canada, that's right too. I forgot about that. How can I forget? But either way, if those races, how do you look back at those races and say, hey, I was a contender. I was on podium in these races in GSR. You know, this is what I did. You know, this is the way it went. What's the positives you reflect on? Because you do have today's race. That's probably a negative. But what are the positives you reflect on?
All the good finishes. Like in most leagues, I haven't been able to get good finishes. Like my best finish is P8, P9. So it's like it's made me more confident going into different leagues and joining more leagues.
So, next season in GSR in F1 2020, where do you see your pace going? Where do you see yourself? Where do you see everything else going on? Like, because you could sit here and maybe be faster, you could maybe be slower, who knows? What do you see from yourself?
It depends how much the handling model changes with the game and people getting slower, faster. There'll be a lot of changes, I imagine, if the handles change as much as people say, you know.
Congratulations on a good season, I guess, for you. And your first podium, your first win in league racing in this season for you. So definitely a better season than you would expect for sure. Axe, different race for sure. The way it was different than most of the races this season. We actually had, you know, different battles, different drivers going for the lead. We didn't have just that one driver sit there or just that one, you know, thing just reflect on it. We usually had this race, I think 3-4 guys go for the race lead or try to attempt for it, and then, you know, just gone wrong.
Yeah, a little bit of a different one today. Usually we had like that clear winner that you would see at like after the safety car emerges and all the chaos stops. You usually saw one guy that you knew was going to win, but we had a few different people today who definitely should have won that.
Yeah, I don't know, honestly, you know, because this season's been really one of a different one, because we had the 10 different winners on 11 races. 91% of the time, we had a different winner. That's insane to think about in just any league. GSR of all leagues, because, you know, everyone could say, oh yeah, GSR is this, GSR is that, but, you know, but then at the end of the day, when you go to the stats of over 3 seasons, with what GSR has accomplished, you can definitely say a lot different than other leagues, for sure.
Yeah. It's definitely a different stat line than most leagues you see. Especially with so many different winners and all the different tiers as well. I'd like to thank everybody who's raced Tier 3 this season and stuck around to finish it out. Congrats to Nosman one more time on the championship, beating his own teammate out for it. And yeah, we got Tier 1 next in about a few minutes. So I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure you're going to be doing that one as well. But I'll be racing.
Raptor, I think, right? I think
that might be
Raptor,
fun,
right?
yeah.
You'll be doing it with me? I'm pretty sure that's
Yeah.
what Quinn said. Yeah, there you go. So yeah,
Sounds
I
good.
guess you can stay here, I guess, Raptor. But no, seriously, 10 different winners in 11 races. That's something we'll be looking back at for a while. That's something that'll go down in GSR history. No matter if this league continues throughout a year, 2 or 3 years, whatever. That's something that I think yourself, myself, GSR Bianchi, and everyone who races league in Tier 3 will be looking at 10 different winners in 11 races. I don't think many leagues can sit here and say, hey, 91% of the time in the season we had a different winner. Every race almost we had a different winner except for one. And not many leagues can say that.
Yeah.
I don't know
We've
what
had a
else to say.
wild
Yeah.
season here.
Well, all I gotta say is Tier 1's next, and definitely an end to an era for sure. Definitely beginning to an era for sure with the graphics and stream, and a lot more gonna happen. F1 2020 changes everything. Trust me on that one. GSR could become more competitive. We could see GSR could have, more different winners. The fact is, in Tier 1, we had 7, 8 different winners in a short amount of time in a row, which is insane. But to think about what we've had this season, only 2 winners at most in tier 1. That's insane. I don't think any league can really say that. Oh, we had 2 winners at the most. Tier 2 had 4 winners at the most. That's the most in any tier. 2 in tier 3, 2 in tier 2, tied by like 4 people, or 2 in tier 1, and 4 in tier 2. That's insane to think about with the amount of winners. This season for sure will definitely go down in GSR history, though, for sure. I can guarantee that one. Alright, well, I gotta definitely prepare for the next stream, of course, for Tier 1. My last time commentating Tier 3, at least planned, so that's really it for me. I don't really have much else to say to anyone else here, but I gotta say, congratulations to everyone on their seasons. A very good season by a lot of drivers, and that's definitely what I will say. My last planned time for sure for Tier 3, commentating this time. So, you'll have to tune in for Tier 1. For the last one this season for me. I won't be commentating the mini season, keep that in mind. I won't be commentating that. I won't be there to commentate.
Not sure what we're gonna be doing with commentating that season.
Yeah.
Or if we're even gonna have it at all. Like a commentator at all. Not the season's going on. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, that's the thing. You just don't know. I mean, you never know. You never know.
So. Yeah.
You never know what could
Be
happen.
back in Tier 1 for about 10-15 minutes or so.
Yeah. And Tier 3's next season as well, in the mini season too. I mean, Tier 3's in F1 2020. It's gonna be... We're not commentating these Tier 3 races at the time. Remember, the next season is in different times, so it won't just be the same time here. Tier 3 will probably be 3 Eastern, I think it is, 8 UK for next time on Saturdays as well. For that. So yeah, I'll be commentating Tier 3 next season.
Felipe's game
Changed, yeah, I know, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. But regardless, I won't be commentating Tier 3 in the future unless GSR needs someone and they don't have anyone that day. I'll hop in if I'm available. But this is my last planned time to commentate for Tier 3. It's definitely different. What I've been able to experience during the season, commentating all but 2 races, Belgium and Germany. To think about what'll happen through this season is incredible. Something I won't ever experience myself, I don't think, in league racing when I continue. Something I'll definitely think about in the future of my life. Hey, this is what I did when I was younger. This is what I did when I was 15, 14. I experienced this in a league, I experienced this in league racing, and maybe I don't do league racing now at like 20 years time or whenever, but I'll get to say it to, say, future people that I meet in real life, future grandkids, future kids, whatever. I get to say it to them that, hey, you know what, this is what happened in my life, this is what happened when we had this happen in my childhood, this is what I can explain to them. So that's something crazy to think about. I'm not saying I will or won't, but I'm just saying that's something that is crazy to experience. So yeah, either way, that's my last planned time commentating Tier 3. That's about it. I'd like to thank GSR Axe, GSR Bianchi, for letting me do this season, letting me commentate. It's it's been weird this season the way it's been, but hey, we got through it, and I'm glad to say that this league is still continuing the way it is and getting better than ever right now. So happy to say that, and I'd like to thank everyone for watching, and thank you guys so much. If you're not gonna watch Tier 1, I recommend you guys have a good night, and see you guys for Tier 1.